everyone. This is Katie Carney from Katie Carney Stitching, and today is December 19th, which is really, really crazy. And it has been about a month probably since my last Flosstube. Things have just been wild the last 2 weeks, so I have not had a single moment to come on here and say hi, even though I've had lots to tell you. So, as you know, I live in Scranton with my grandmother, and she's in her mid 80s, pushing, late 80s. And we have a 2-story home with a basement and an attic. And for the last couple years, I've been saying, our house was a duplex. It was an apartment upstairs and an apartment downstairs. So there's 4 rooms downstairs and 4 rooms up here. I have 2 of them up here. Her bedroom is up here, and then there's a room at the top of the stairs. That's our spare room. And then downstairs, it's the mirror. So we have a living room that you look right into our kitchen, and then we have a dining room, and then a parlor, which there's doors, so it's like a room. And I have been saying for a couple years now that she was probably ready to start sleeping downstairs. She goes up to bed very late, usually around 1 a.m., and she has a lot of trouble with the stairs, a lot. So it had to be her decision, and a couple weeks ago she finally said, I think it's time. So my Mark came, and him and his dad got rid of the couch that was in the parlor. It was a little broken in the back, but they actually took it, and they're planning to fix it. And then I have a single bed because my house is the way it was laid out, and the stairs, there were 2 sets of stairs because it was 2 apartments. And then one of the front doors was taken out, and one of the set of stairs. And the stairs that were chosen to keep make it literally impossible to get furniture into these 2 rooms where I live. So it has to be I could never have anything bigger than a single bed. And actually, when I got this mattress, they almost couldn't get it in. It's just a basic mattress, but mattresses have gotten a little thicker in the last 20 years, and it was not good. So anyway, our parlor is really too small for her double bed. So my single is going to go downstairs, and I'm going to sleep in her bedroom. Her stuff will stay there. She'll come upstairs during the day to do her exercises and to get dressed, but I will sleep in that bed. But my life is in an upheaval because the couch is gone. We're trying to decorate for Christmas. I have house guests coming. I'm going to sleep on the floor a couple nights. Mark is probably either coming today or tomorrow to move the bed down. I didn't want his dad and he to do it. I felt weird about his dad being in my bedroom, which is stupid, I know. So I have the bookcases that are on the wall that I'm facing have to get cleared off and then moved so that the bed can go out. And I'm unclear if the desk that I'm sitting at, if that's going to have to move. And it's a lot. I have great difficulty with change. This is a very important change, and it's a good change, but the upheaval part, waiting for that actual change to happen, it's a lot. And Christmas and oh God help me. Christmas is great. We're having people again. I'm having my traditional taco party. My church is not having a midnight mass, so I've also been church hunting because I had to find a church to go to for Christmas. And it's just work is wonderful, but it's really busy because I work for nuns, so obviously it's a busy time of year for all Catholics. So it's great, but it's been really busy. I had this great list of things I wanted to finish before the end of the year. I got through most of it, to be honest. I'm thrilled with that. And I do think there's still a chance of the smalls all getting done. And I did like a lot of finishing, and I bought, you can see it, I bought a Cricut because I've been thinking about it for a couple years, and I really wanted to make something, which I'm going to show you in a second. And it was getting close to Christmas, and I was starting to worry that I wasn't going to have time to do it, and so I just bought it. So anyway, 5 minutes in, that's my, honestly, a really short version of my life update. Mark and I are great. We've been going to Philly a lot still. You know, it's just that time of year. So let's start with the first things I made on the Cricut. So for Christmas every year, for my friend Sarah, who is she's Muslim, and she comes and stays with us, and she decorates a Christmas tree, and you know, the whole thing. We do all our Polish traditions, hold the pork products. She goes to church mass with us. Christmas morning, opens presents, the whole thing. And I always try to make Christmas really special for her, which is silly since she only celebrates it because she's with me. But anyway, I always get her some sort of pajamas. But this year, my brother and my sister-in-law are staying here, and I didn't want her to feel left out. So I was like, well, I'll get everybody pajamas, because I always get them too. So I found at Walmart on super sale, by the way, I'm sorry, I have to open it. They were super cheap on sale. They were like a week before Thanksgiving doorbuster. So it's these and these. Everybody's getting two pairs, and they're joggers. And then I made sweatshirts on my Cricut with glitter vinyl. So believe is my favorite Christmas word. So this is either Sarah's or Laura's. That's my sister-in-law. And then here's, making a mess. Here's another one. And then the first one I did is mine. Mine is a different sweatshirt. It was on clearance at Walmart. It's like a off the shoulder thing. But here's mine. And you know, for my first 3 Cricut projects, I am thrilled. It took 2 rolls of vinyl. It honestly would have taken 1 roll of vinyl, but I cut the first 2, because I did two fit on the board at a time, but I didn't know, and I cut them upside down. Like you're supposed to cut with however the vinyl is supposed to be facing up or down. The first time I did it wrong. So I had to toss that. But I had bought extra figuring I would make terrible errors, and I did. So I have also made gift tags and floss drops. So these are actually, I need to make another sheet of them. They're little Christmas trees. I'm going to Sarah K Stitches. She has a Cricut, but I'm making them for her for part of her Christmas gift. I'm going to her house, I hope Tuesday, unless Mark says he wants to move the bed Tuesday, and then I will have to drop everything and move the bed. Anyway, so those are fully finished objects. I thought it would take forever to do the weeding, and I mean, it wasn't. The weeding is where you take off the extra vinyl. I bought a light box, and that was a lifesaver, and it really wasn't that bad. So I like the Cricut. I plan to continue using it. It's been really fun so far. They're not cheap, but I got the Maker, which is, there's a new version of it out. I got the older version, but it's the top of the line, and it cuts so many things, and that's why I got it, because I was like, you know, it would be fun if I don't want to buy the cheaper one and then in 6 months decide I want to cut like a piece of wood, and I got the expensive one. Anyway, to cross stitching. Oh, speaking of cross stitching, I was testing to see if I wanted to put initials on them. So on mine, I just embroidered my initials, and I don't love it, so I'm not doing it to theirs. So that's that. Okay, I have some fully finished objects other than the sweatshirts. The first is, this is my Easter start from this year. Excuse me, Ash Wednesday start from this year. That was supposed to be my Lenten stitch, and I finished it during Advent. Hey, same liturgical year. This is Leisure Arts 1991. Somebody left me a comment asking where the pattern was, and I will happily send it to you. Just email me, katherkear@gmail.com. I'll send it out. Somebody else should enjoy it like I did. I used the called for DMC, and I did do the beading, and I cut out these bottom flowers here. I did not think they were my style, so I didn't do them. And I put it in an 8x8 frame. It's just white. The fabric is Color and Cotton. It's a gray color. I don't remember what it's called. So I had mounted this, and then the mount was an 8x8 mount that didn't fit in this frame. I am unclear if it's the mount's fault or the frame's fault. So I used this came with a thick mat. So I actually used the mat. And after Christmas, I'm hoping to go to Hobby Lobby and have them just pin it or lace it onto cut me and lace me a piece that'll fit in here. But this is good enough for now. So that's for me, and I love it. The colors, I changed the colors of the letters to green because they were supposed to be a cream color, and I didn't like that. And then, so I changed the bottom colors also. I love this. I think it's beautiful. I love it. So that's my first fully finished. I actually finished that quite a while ago. What's next? So one of my early morning stitches that I started December 1st was for Black Sampler November. And this is Kelly Stodola's Stitch Daily. She gave this out as a freebie, and you can get this on her website. I had a very small printout. I wish you could have seen me like counting like this. I used one strand of Wildflowers by Karen hand-dyed cotton in the colorway Java. Let's see. So there's like a little bit of pink and brown in that black. I don't know where the pink comes in with Java. I both finished and fully finished it. So here it is. And this is for Sarah K Stitches. I used walnut shells in this. There's really no, I wonder if I put it like, there we go. So it says Stitch Daily, and there's a little sun and the moon. I hope she likes it. The fabric is a 14 count Aida that I dyed myself. And I am now out of that color Aida that I dyed using random tie-dye leftovers after tie-dyeing with my friends. Which I'm really sad about because I loved the colors. So there's that. Need a drink, hang on. Sorry, that was rude, but I am thirsty. My next fully finished object is using that same fabric. This is a Lindy Stitches piece from the Fall Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It's all DMC. This is from my friend Tara for Christmas, and it looks just like her cat. I left off the border at the top at the bottom because I ran out of fabric. And then I used a purple velvet for the back, which feels very luxe. So I think it's called A Cat Among the Asters or something like that. I like it. Oh, and the backing fabric on this is this pretty rose that I thought looked really great with that. So, and then my third fully finished is actually pretty big, and it is a mix of plastic like dots and walnut shells. This is Stashing Squirrels. and apparently I need a little bit of hot glue there. So that is for my friend Jen. This is another color in cotton with the called for DMC. This took a lot longer than I thought it would. The backing fabric is this cute fall fabric, and then this is a chenille yarn from like Hobby Lobby that I just hot glued on. So fully finished. Woohoo! I had sewn those last weekend, and then yesterday I was like, all right, I have to stuff these, for if I don't, they will never be stuffed. Because I'm seeing Sarah Tuesday, Christmas Eve when I see Tara is Friday, and Jen, I should have sent that already, but she was on vacation, so I didn't. So, that's 4 things that were on the list, and they're fully finished, so they're not just finished. The next thing on the list was Consider the Lilies. Let me get to her. She's under a bunch of things. So I did November and December. As you know, if you've ever watched me before, this is Consider the Lilies by Heartstring Samplery. I do 1 page a month. I have now done that for the entire year, and I have finished 12 of the 24 pages. So, first off, here we go. Here are the two months that I've just done. So it's the bottom half. There's a lot of mistakes, as you all know. I sewed the fabric together. Remember, this was in timeout. And I discovered that I'm also off and have kind of changed my plans for the new year. But first, let's look at the whole thing. I hope... Here, let me stand up. There we go. So you can see that the middle is up a little bit than the edges. It's fine though, not stressing. So what I'm planning to do in the new year is I'm going to do the border on I'm holding this side, it's the right side. And when I'm going to do the border for that part, and then I'm going to start the letters. So the letters here start on the next page. And then I'm going to do the box and all the letters. I'm going to work all the way across and finish that. Because as long as the letters work, then we're good. Everything else can just be what it'll be. I can cut things off or make things smaller. So we're going to do the letters, and then that will be January. And then in February, I'm going to finish the border. And then we'll see what happens. But that's my January, February goals for this piece. So that's technically a whip. Excuse my face, very close to you. That took forever. It always does. When I really sit down and work, it really moves along. But if I've gone to yoga and I get home at 7:30, I don't really stitch usually. Hang on, my doorbell has rung. Hang on. Sorry about that. It was my grandmother's our next door neighbor coming for a visit, so I don't remember what I was saying. Consider Lilies. So when I get home from work and I've gone to yoga, I've made dinner, by the time I sit down, I don't want to stitch. And it's a problem. I don't even read. I just sit there on my cell phone. New Year's resolution, less Instagram stories. Okay, so I added something to my goals for the end of the year. That's not going to happen. And I added a freebie from Sweet Wing Studio. It's called An Angel's Bright. and I'm embarrassed of how long this is taking me to do. I am using all of the not called for DMC. I subbed in the DMC. I am using a blue Color and Cotton from, I think I used the first half for a baby sampler. And I was doing it in hand. It's 32 count, but I figured out that I needed a hoop. So I did the entire border, and then I decided to start with the bottom part because the letters would go really fast. And I just need to sit and work on it. I might work on this tonight. I'd love to get it done by Christmas. So there's that, and I love it. It's not hard. I just need to sit and do it. I haven't been stitching in the morning. I've either been finishing or sewing or cleaning or putting up Christmas decorations. It's a good thing I finished the Bible at the end of November, for I certainly would not have time to finish it now. So that is another whip. I have not touched my Prairie Schooler Santas. I think I'll probably finish one more though. That's already started. And then I got Lady of the Flag, excuse me, I have itchy nose. I got Lady of the Flag out. You want to see her? The pattern. There she is in her bag, her protective covering. And I was actually working on this in the morning instead of my small. So I've gotten, she's on my Stubco. I had stopped here. So I've gotten from here over done, which, you know, that's not bad for like 20 minutes in the morning for a couple mornings. So, and then do we want to see her? Let's look. There she is. I can't wait to get her done. So she's not coming off the stand until she's done the stitching. I don't know what I'm going to do about the back stitching. I'm not good at back stitching, but that's a future Katie problem. Got to finish her first. So she's staying there until she's done. I have a little bit of haul. So I had asked when Lindy Stitches, when Lindy Stitches released her new Christmas patterns, I asked my brother to get me the kits for Christmas. And I sent him my birthday discount code that I got from her to use. And I said, don't wait. And being a boy, he waited. And he's like, it's all gone. Well, of course it's all gone, Burke. I tried to tell you. So when it came back in stock for Angels, the Angels We Have Heard on High piece, I got no, I didn't. This is the fancy floss for the house. So for her Christmas house. And then I got the fabric from Seraphim for the Angels We Have Heard on High piece, because I did not want to get the fancy floss for that because it calls for silk. I have one more piece of fabric. Oh, here it is. I also got a 32 count light taupe by Lugana by Zygarde. And hang on one second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So I got the floss is to go with And to All a Good Night by Lindy Stitches. And here is that. And if you remember, I have a 20 count polka dot Ada to use for that. We're going to put the floss right in there. So now I just need to put all that on floss drops and it'll be fully kitted. Wanted to start it on Christmas, probably won't. And then this is to go with the Angels We Have Heard on High piece that I also wanted to start and probably won't. And then this light taupe is to go with, I have Winter Rose Manor by Brenda Gervais, and I have yet to find one. I can't get the fabric. It's like Brenda's Brew or something. It's impossible to get. So I have a couple colors here. I have a 32 count Bramble by Belfast. Bramble Belfast. And then now I have this. And I have the Silks by Hand Dyed Fibers. So the issue has been finding a fabric where they won't, I was like acting like you could see that, where you'll be able to see them off the fabric, particularly this, what's this called? 3451, which is on the pattern Sandcastle. And also this one, which is 4455, which is conch. So this is the one that everybody wants to be pink, and it is not really pink. It's a little pink. Anyway, I haven't decided which fabric we're gonna go with yet. That's gonna be my new year, new start this year. So I got those 2 pieces of fabric. And then my only other piece of cross-stitching haul, because again, Cricut. If anybody needs anything, let me know. I'm your girl. I got myself, with some birthday money, the Country Cottage Needleworks is doing a Nutcracker Village this year. So I got the first one, and I ordered it from a seller on Etsy. And she, in this lovely little box, all of the Fancy Floss and DMC are in here for the entire project. So I just have to come up with fabric. Love it. Love that. So I'm very excited to get that every month. I think the second pattern has been released. I don't know. I haven't gotten a bill yet, so I don't know if she'll charge me automatically or what. So that's exciting. I'm not planning to stitch those this year. So goals for 2022. Let's go over that really quick. Completely finished Lady of the Flag. Completely finished Consider the Lilies. Once I finish the smalls that are currently on my list, my goal for 2022 is to do the Country Cottage Needleworks, the Sampler of the Month samplers. I found my April one finally. Remember, I lost it, found it. I told you I had it. I don't know if I have them all though. I have to check. I have March done, so I only have 11 to do. So they will become my morning and work stitch, and then when they're done, I'll go to just either a Prairie Schooler Santa or a pumpkin. What are those called? Pumpkin. It's the Halloween village I'm working on. Pumpkin something. Those are the 2 smalls that I want to keep going. I did a lot of pillows last year for like Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. So I want to do these and continue with my Santas and the Halloween. So my biggest goals are Lady of the Flag and Consider the Lilies. And then I have a couple starts. And I would like to finish some of my outstanding big whips. I think I'm going to do a whip parade next Monday because I'm not working. My brother's still going to be in town, so I took the day off to spend with him, but he's going to be in a hotel Sunday night, and then he is going to, I don't know what he's doing Monday, but it's not spending the day with us, which is fine. I will do a whip parade. Anyway, those are my kind of goals for 2022. I will go over them more in my whip parade next week. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Christmas. I will be at a Polish church instead of my Irish church. I will be eating tacos with Polish traditions. I'm making my mom's famous garlic chicken. I'm going to be sleeping on the floor. 35 years old. Anyway, thank you guys all for following along with me and for being my friends. I love checking in with you. I love that this has given me a community of people to talk to about my stitching. And also I have some friends like my friend Kat who watches this even though she doesn't stitch, and I love that even though we don't get to talk every day, that she kind of knows what's going on in my life, because crafting is really the biggest part of my life. So anyway, Merry Christmas. Know that I am blessed because of all of you, and that I'm grateful for that, and that next time you see me, I will be in my improved craft room, since my bed will be gone. Because the silver lining to losing your bed is that you're going to have all sorts of room to put shelves, to put things. Although I am losing the under the bed storage, but we won't talk about that. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Keep stitching. Don't stress. It's going to be great. Whatever you get done is what you get done. Bye.